Thank you, Mark. After almost a century, we acknowledge the life of a young black man who lost his life way too soon. Now, the Lloyd Warner Community Coalition is determined to raise awareness. Our Steph Manchin has more.
It was here at the corner of 5th and Jules across from the county courthouse that in 1933, Lloyd Warner, a 19-year-old black man, was lynched by an angry mob. 89 years later this week, he finally gets his headstone. Lloyd was being held in the county jail after being accused of assaulting a white woman 2 days prior to the incident. There was never a trial to determine if there was any truth behind those accusations, as the sheriff handed Warner over in hopes of saving the lives of the other prisoners as the mob grew dramatically in size.
But word got around town that he was in the jail, so people became more and more angry. First, there was probably 1,000 people. There were estimates of perhaps 7,000 to 10,000 people, but there was a large crowd that gathered. They demanded he be released from the jail.
After being lynched in a tree across from the jail, his body was burned by the mob. His mother asked for him to be buried, and his grave went unmarked for 89 years until last week, when a headstone was finally placed just in time for the anniversary of his death on November 28th. The Lloyd Warner Community Coalition has been working to get the headstone placed for at least 2 years at Sunbridge Cemetery.
As a mother, as would other mothers, if something like this happened to your child, their life taken away from them, with no trial, no kind of legal process whatsoever, you want that person to be recognized. So it's so important that he be given this respect, to have a headstone.
The coalition is also working to get a marker placed to share his history, as well as the history of lynching in America, to display somewhere in town to ensure that the community is educated. Reporting for News Press Now, this is Steph Manchin.